My mom is 88 and has dementia. I cried last night when I thought of my life without her in it. She's my heartbeat, and I'm not ready to lose her.
Oh.
It was last weekend. My dad and I went on a motorcycle trip with me on the back. On the way back I cried because I was so happy and so incredibly lucky that I have such a cool and nice dad, also but pain. 3 years ago, my dog died of an epileptic seizure. He was only 2. Best dog I ever had, and I still miss him. When I was being overwhelmed by the pressure of being slightly independent at it, the last thing I actually cried about was because I got some unpleasant comments about my choices a couple of days ago, but when I was writing the comment that didn't come in my mind. Last weekend, I was with some friends. They are gorgeous and were dressed beautifully, while I didn't have nice clothes on, and saw myself ugly AF, anxiety and self-esteem issues. I love them, but I cried a lot before leaving the house because of that. Losing my job due to COVID. Being alone. My brother's death. Getting bullied. That I had let depression ruin my life for the past 7 years, unwilling to do anything or get over what I had been depressed about. At the time I believed that I would never find someone in my life to love and care about, so I secluded myself, going deeper into the shell I had already been in because of my introverted nature. I'm a 25M, but I've never been in a relationship, and the only thing that kept me from offing myself was that I was the oldest of 4, and had to take care of my siblings, and prayers or believing that God had a reason for me to be here. Just thinking about how I used to be makes me tear up.
Oh.
My dad hitting me and scolding me, don't remember the reason, it was long ago. I don't know why, but I've been bawling all day today. Hearing an emotional song. My auntie's post about her miscarriage, this 2 to 3 years ago now. Yesterday morning. 1-year anniversary of my suicide attempt. It was an overwhelming day. Today for no reason. But last time I cried for a reason? Brother got tested positive for COVID while I, who is the only responsible person, and am 16, was taking care of the entire household, an idiot brother, 2 dogs and my grandmother, by myself, while my mom was in Florida helping a friend move for a week. I broke down after wiping down whatever surfaced down on the floor. Sobbing. On the phone. With my mom. Because I got terrified for my grandma. He's fine, he recovered. Wasn't serious. Grandma's fine. Everything's fine now. My friends, you bow to no one. Well, just 5 minutes back when my neighbor smiled at particularly, because I guess my life is completely ruined, because I'm unable to study, and since family isn't very financial strong, and they are putting a lot of money for my education, which is something I chose, but obviously, I did not know I would end up being in this position. My friends have left and I've been this alone since a year now, though I found a good friend for which I fell in love with has left me yesterday saying horrific things to me which in THR end are true, and the lockdown has disconnected me from everyone. I have to live with my parents, who are putting a lot of pressure on me to study, which is something I can't voluntarily do, and I don't blame them, because it's not their fault it's happening. And they have their own bigger problems I'm gripped with. Paranoia, and I wouldn't talk to any new person out there to make new friends, because trusting anyone is difficult these days. I'm not asking for sympathy, I'm just saying this because it's the only platform where no one knows me, and I can ease some burden at least a little bit. My home country, New Zealand, introducing mandatory quarantine fees, $3,100, for citizens who return to visit, rather than to live. I just started a new job overseas, and the thought that I might not see my family and friends for possibly years knocked me for six. There's a woman I've liked for a long time. We're both part of a niche fandom, follow each other on Twitter, have the same hobbies and such, etc. And NBSP. She's been horribly depressed about being single for a while now. Tonight it got bad enough that she threatened to kill herself on Twitter. She said, if only I had a BF things would be different. And NBSP. The thing is that I've tried to talk to her before. I've wanted to ask her out so badly, but she's just ignored me. And NBSP. This girl, who is seemingly desperate for someone to love, would rather be alone than give me a chance. That hurts. That hurts a lot. That thought made me cry. And NBSP. Anyway, so you all don't think I'm some selfish bastard only thinking of himself, I did what I could to make sure she was okay. Her friends are helping her tonight. It just stings, you know?